should we accept how we look? Gloria, what do you think?
Well, first of all, I think Kathy's a great person to do this programme, because if you sent in the perfect-looking girl who's saying, well, why have you done that, or why do you have that? So I think she's great. She can ask all of those probing questions without causing any offence. I actually don't think there's anything wrong with people improving themselves if they want to. I'll be honest, and I've said it on the programme before, I really, really, really would like to get a lift like that. I would. But I haven't sort of picked up the courage yet to do it, because I've seen too much of, like, when Karen was ill, it was too much what I'd call real medicine and real things, and I felt sort of guilty even about doing something purely for vanity.
Well, yeah,
but I remember Alan Wicker years ago when he talked in America openly about cosmetic surgery. You thought, oh my goodness, they're admitting it. But these days, there's no stigma, so why not if you want to have it?
I know a few people who haven't admitted it.
I'd love to ask you, if you don't mind me, you don't have to answer that, Amber, but have you had anything done?
I haven't had anything done.
Nothing? Good
Nothing.
for you.
No, I haven't had anything done, but I think majority of the girls my age have had something done.
Surgery or...?
Not surgery, just cosmetic procedures like fillers, lip fillers, jaw fillers, cheek fillers, Brazilian bum lifts, yeah, everything. Yeah, just to get your face...
And a bum lift as well?
Yeah, bum lifts.
Because we used to say, does my bum look big in this? Hoping that they'd say no, but your gang would want them to say yes.
This is the thing. I know that Kathy said a fixed idea of beauty, but I don't think it's fixed. I think it changes all the time. That's why you can't bow down to it, because small bums used to be good and now big bums are good, and thick eyebrows are amazing.
Quite dangerous though sometimes, isn't it?
Brazilian bum lifts are very dangerous. Somebody died whilst going through with the procedure, because it's that, you know, it takes the fat out your stomach and inject it into your bum, and people have died.
See, if I'm being honest, I think it's absolutely appalling that beautiful young girls like you, obviously you haven't had anything, but they have boob jobs and all sorts, to have surgery at the age of 18, 19 or something. I think that's awful.
But it's funny, when you talk to younger people and you say, why are you doing it at such a young age, in the sort of early 20s, they go, well, you get in there before the problems start. That's a lot of the answer. And you think, really? That's you're a very young person to be thinking along those lines. But going back to that whole social media thing, and you're very much in that world, and Love Island is very much in that world.
Yeah.
And you come out of that island and suddenly you've got millions of people who've chosen to follow you on Instagram, so they want to know your life and what you look like and what you're wearing and everything else. Do you feel that pressure because of all eyes being on you? Because a lot of people, and in that documentary last night, that was the reason given. They felt pressure because of social media.
I don't feel pressure, because, I mean, people saw us for 2 months with no makeup on, me hair in a bun, so I just post on Instagram how I am, and that's why I feel like people followed us in the first place. But I think the pressure comes from, on Instagram, everybody's posting the best bits of their life, so where they look amazing, and this is why people want to get fillers in their jaw, cheek, everywhere, because they want to look like Instagram filter 24/7.
So they're constantly comparing themselves.
It's compare and despair, they call it. And of course, the beauty and the, you know, that side is one thing, but it's another thing about people who post about their lifestyle. Everyone's creating this perfect lifestyle that nobody has. We've all got the same problems, and I think it's important when you do have people looking up to you, and you know, we all have a voice, is to go the other way, and that's why I love people sharing in the lovely times and successes of my life, but I also talk about the downsides when I have my depression and things like that. As regards cosmetic surgery, when I was 50, which is maths, 11 years ago, I decided that I would only ever have cosmetic surgery if something was making me unhappy. And I had these bags. Well, I had these bags under my eyes, and it used to be when I was on this show, and even if I was rested, even though my lifestyle wasn't great, but even if I was rested, the whole family, you know, have these sort of bags under their eyes. And Matthew said to me, brilliant, and then you married Tim Healy. So I decided I would explore, and I found this amazing plastic surgeon who also did cosmetic surgery, and he took the bags out, and it was the best thing I ever did. But I haven't had anything more. Like you, and I think like most women of a certain age, we do stand in front of the mirror and do this.
All the time.
All the time. And but it's not making me unhappy. But I do feel sorry for the young kids. To be honest, though, a lot of these girls and boys, they're all looking the same. That's the problem. They're losing their individual looks. You know what I mean?
You've got to be unique. You've got to look like yourself, and everybody wants to look the same, have the same nose, same big lips, and it's just, I think, everybody looking different's a great thing.
Well, of course it is.
And you're in that business as well, aren't you, in terms of the the beauty side.
And you can do it with makeup as well, can't you?
Yeah, you can do it with makeup, and I love my makeup, and then I put it on and then take it off and I'm natural. But I love putting it on, and it's not to impress anybody. It's
Can you get rid of me and Gloria's chins?